Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm back at the Sweet 16 and I got to get back working on that tiny house. Man, where was I? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know where I was. I was back there on the soffit, and Crystal and my grandson came over and I got all sidetracked and everything, and we just started messing around down at the creek, and then I had a whole nother day messing around down at the creek, and then we went and done this and that, and then my daughter and my niece wanted to camp out. And then my good buddy came down and family came. I don't even know. It's like a blur. And then on top of that, I've been trying to work on one of my clients' houses, and I just haven't had a whole lot of time, you know what I'm saying? But today is going to be an awesome day because I'm back. That tiny house didn't go anywhere. The soffits and fascias still got to be dealt with, and I'm here right now, and that's what I'm going to do. So glad y'all are back. Glad I'm back. Don't go anywhere because I'm just now getting started and I got to get to work. Back up on the scaff, and I'm gonna work on the soffits, man. Right there, fascia boards all the way around. And I forgot my gloves, so got to go back down the truck, get my gloves, take a few measurements, go down to the table, cut some of that plywood, come back up, stick it up. And something else cool, man, I got some lights, and I put them in at my house in Fort Smith. They're just like 4-inch RGBs. Change colors. We change colors for the holidays and stuff like that. They do all kinds of fun stuff. They just give like a really cool ambiance to your house. And I did get some of those for this tiny house, so I kind of need to plan out where I'm going to put those and mark them out and everything like that, and then we'll come back and drill our holes later. But I got to go get my gloves and I got to get to work. All right, got me a brand new pair of Milwaukee gloves, man. There's only one thing wrong with them. I gotta get my knife and cut the tip of this finger off, so let's do that real quick. Got to move the ladder around to the other side and get that side marked. I'm marking where my holes need to go for my RGB lights that I'm doing all the way around the little tiny house. So that's what I'm doing. We'll have 2 on that side of the dormer, 2 on the other side of the dormer. And then after that, as I'm going, I'll just see how it works out for the rest of the area as we're working our way to the front of the tiny house. So yeah, just marking out where I want my holes to go, you know what I'm saying? Come on, light. Was trying to finish cutting that board, man. I was on like the last couple inches and my battery died in my camera, so we're gonna run over here to the pop-up, get this one on the charger and put a new battery in. Guys, the Cheeto Bandit struck again, man. Obviously somebody's getting up in the tiny camper and I don't like it one bit. I don't know if they got scared or whatever and spilled the Cheetos and took off. But there's like crushed up Cheetos in there where they stepped on them and everything else. I bet somebody been coming up here sleeping is what I'm guessing. I didn't find any vehicles on any of the photos or video that I have on the cameras. But I did have 2 shots on JPEG that was just kind of like a shadowy figure, kind of like over by the trees, and it was really hard for me to tell, but I couldn't make anything out. But it definitely did look like somebody was coming up here, but I haven't found anything stolen or anything like that. It looks like they're just staying here sometimes, so I don't know. I hope they're not here right now, but if you're watching and you're coming up here on my land, I'm gonna make a suggestion to you right now. You better stop, you know what I'm saying? And evidently they love Cheetos, and you know what? That reminds me, that Cheetos Puffs bag in the top of the loft of the tiny house I threw away. I'm gonna go see if those are still in there, because if not, that means they probably pulled them out of the trash and was eating them in the pop-up. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's nasty, because I tried one of them dudes and it was definitely probably like 3 or 4 days old. So you don't need to be eating no old Cheetos, you know what I'm saying? Let's go over here and see if that bag's still in here. Nope, that's the same freaking bag. That's sick. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what they did. They're like, oh, these still look like they're good. Laid down in the pop-up, ate a couple, made them sick. They got paranoid, and they ran out and spilled all the Cheetos. That's what I'm thinking. But had enough decency to lock the door of the pop-up back. You know what I'm saying? So at least they did that so it wouldn't get all rained in there and everything. But I don't know what's going on with Cheeto Bandit. But we're going to find out. And I guess I'm just going to check cameras again and see what's happening. So also, my freaking table in the pop-up crashed in too. Check this out. TV right there. I gotta get the broom and sweep this stuff up real quick, or we're gonna get ants and everything else.